The resource-based view is a conceptualization of the firm that attempts to explain why some firms are more profitable than others. The logic boils down to more successful firms possessing more resources and/or capabilities that are superior to those of competitors and difficult for competitors to replicate. Resources are things that the firm owns or has access to that it can use to create and capture value. Capabilities are things that the firm does to create and capture value. Note that not doing something is not a capability. If, for example, a firm does not advertise and this benefits them strategically, it is incorrect to say that not advertising is a capability. Instead, one must identify what the firm does that allows them not to advertise. This is the capability. Similarly, a strategy or strategic choice is not a capability. If a firm successfully executes a strategic decision, you need to identify the resources or capabilities that made the execution successful. The decision itself is not a resource or capability. However, strategic adaptation, making a series of strategic decisions in response to environmental changes, can be a capability. Identifying what type of competitive advantage a firm has, temporary or sustainable, requires identifying the resources and capabilities that are key to its success. These are also known as core competencies. Each of them, or relevant combinations, should then be analyzed according to the VRIN criteria. How valuable it is, does it increase the price customers are willing to pay, attract more customers, or lower costs of the firm. How rare it is, meaning do other firms have access to a similar competency. How costly it is to imitate, and how costly it is to substitute, meaning can other firms easily access a different resource or capability that accomplishes the same purpose. Rarity is the characteristics that most students have a hard time understanding. The question of rarity very much has to do with nature or degree. For example, most firms have reputations. But when assuming the rarity of the reputation of a specific firm, the question is not whether other firms have reputations. The question is whether many other firms have a reputation that is similar to the reputation of the firm being analyzed. Similarly, the degree or quality of the resource matters. For example, if a manufacturer has been recognized as the highest quality manufacturer in its field, then its reputation for quality is rare. Even if other competitors have reputations for quality, being seen as the best is rare. Another common problem with the reasoning about rarity is that when the analysis says that a resource is not rare but difficult to imitate, this does not make sense. If a resource is not rare, then it must not be difficult to imitate, because it has been imitated many times. VRIN analysis is formed by resource, one at a time. It is incorrect to say apple is valuable because apple is rare because. It is also incorrect to say a valuable resource of apple is its operating system. A rare resource of apple is its brand. These are both very common mistakes. They do not provide any insight into sustainable competitive advantage, because sustainable competitive advantage comes from resources and capabilities that meet all of the criteria. The correct approach is Apple's operating system is valuable because, Apple's operating system is rare because. Table is a useful illustration of the correct approach to VRIN analysis. It can be written out in paragraph form fairly easily for inclusion in a report or memo. This is for a fictional hypothetical firm. The reputational quality is a resource or capability. Is it valuable? Yes. Is it rare? Yes. Is it difficult to imitate? Yes. Is it difficult to substitute? Yes. This firm is known as the best in its industry, and path dependency makes it difficult for other competitors to catch up. Innovative marketing is valuable, yes. Rare, yes. Difficult to imitate somewhat. Difficult to substitute somewhat. Other firms may be able to develop similar capabilities or copy the firm's tactics, but it would be difficult, and the firm's reputation increases the effectiveness of its marketing. Human capital management. Is it valuable? Yes. Rare? Yes. Difficult to imitate? Yes. Difficult to substitute somewhat. Human capital management capabilities have a great deal of social complexity involved and depend heavily on firm culture, which is difficult to imitate. And competitors may be able to acquire other resources to decrease the advantage from the firm's human capital management.